And recording. So, I wasn't expecting to do a reaction today. Um, I got worked up and did like a 35-minute video where I just like went off on some other bullshit just for fun. Um, so I wasn't prepared to do any actual reactions today. But since I got so worked up, I need kind of like a calming presence, and I don't know if this will do it for me or not. But previously, I had reacted to The Gathering, a noise severe. It was a live performance, and it had kind of like this trip hop, kind of moody, psychedelic. I think someone said they're kind of like doom ish, but yeah, like it I remember being like in a really good place when I listened to that, just because the singer, she had a beautiful voice, and the sort of groove that it put me in, just seeing like a beautiful woman swaying back and forth in the middle of that too, like I enjoyed so much about it, and she had such a great voice. Like that's ah So since I kind of want to calm myself, and I have that recollection, I thought, why not The Gathering? What do I look for? And I did a search on YouTube, and one of the songs that popped up is called "Strange Machines." And I think I have a live version set up here. Let's see. This is live Pink Pop Fest, 1996. This is remastered. So this is more than almost 30 years ago. Man. 6.5 minutes. Just jump right into it. See if it's as good as A Noise Severe. So I'm going to pause it right now since it's transitioning into something a little bit faster. Looks like it's a little bit more, like it's picking up in complexity. Because when it started, it was more just like dun 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 dun, like a little simplified, a little different than what I was expecting. Um, a noise severe wasn't very complex, but with the pedals that they used, it built kind of like an atmosphere where it was like really engulfing. This is interesting with the sort of like drop beats where it's like dun 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 dun, and so the timing is making it more interesting. The kind of sound of the guitars and just like the general, again, sound of everything makes me think of like a harder Marcy Playground, I think. So kind of more alternative. Um, yeah, it does seem like it's picking up in complexity right now, but this is putting me in like a good mood. Like I like the way she's emoting, the kind of energy she's putting into her delivery, because it's very positive and like the smile is infectious. Let me backtrack this a little, but yeah, it does seem like it's picking up some steam. Go. Natural stopping point again. I didn't want to pause this too many times, but you never know when you're gonna get something blocked. And I'm not gonna upload very many videos today, so it would suck to have half of them get blocked. I like the chugging. Uh, that sort of brings into mind the comments I had gotten before about there being kind of like a sludgy doom aspect to the band. So I kind of like that it's going back and forth from the chugs to more of like a positive sounding kind of clean thing. This isn't. This is different than a noise severe. That one had more of an atmospheric quality to it. Again, more engulfing. This one is more straightforward. So, because I liked the other songs so much, I'm enjoying this one. If I'd heard this one first, I don't know if I would have had the same enjoyment factor. Just because of how kind of like stripped down and kind of simplified it is. But I love her voice still, and this again the smile. It's infectious. It kind of translates the emoting. It kind of translates to kind of like lifting up your spirits too. And I kind of entered this reaction wanting that anyway. So maybe I'm looking for it, but I am enjoying it. Let's see, chug. Great. I was expecting him to hit that final beat like so much earlier. That last 2 minutes was more kind of what I was expecting. I like that it was kind of like a bit of a journey of the transitions. Like it started really simplified, and again, it was building in intensity and complexity, but then comes back. So it's that ebb and flow. And then I was expecting around the 4:15 mark for it to be a solo, but instead it went into more of a breakdown, which caught me by surprise. But yeah, either way, it was good. I like the last 2 minutes, especially. I think were, since it was kind of more of what I was expecting. It's more satisfying to me when I get what I want. But yeah, no, I like this a lot. It was fun. Like her voice again, like everything about her is infectious. Like it translates so well. It, I might just be in love with her. But that was like almost 30 years ago. I don't know how old she is now. She's probably married. Why am I going on this? Ah, it does. That has nothing to do with the music. Um, yeah. I did like how it kind of subverted my expectations because I did expect like a heavy or more. It had the subduedness that I I got from a noise severe, like interspersed in here in this track, but I do like how it subverted my expectations when I got the first portion of the song. I thought, oh, it's gonna be just this the entire time, because 1996, they look fairly young. So this might be like an earlier composition, so it might be more simplified, and then subverts your expectation, gets into the chugs, and you're like, oh, okay, so they do have that aspect of their music at that time frame. Then again, the complexity just builds. So it does take you on more of a roller coaster, and I did enjoy that. It wasn't just one note the entire time. It's peaks and valleys. And yeah, I needed my spirits to be lifted, and this did it for me. I'm very happy. I'm gonna have to revisit them more. Um, I wasn't sure of the time frame of when they were around, but if they have kind of this grungy '90s, um, early kind of doom like sound to them, like I'm finding that I'm actually enjoying that a fair amount. So I might come back to them fairly soon.